Conversation analysis. So conversation analysis, regarded as distinct from discourse analysis, is a branch of study which sets out to discover what order there might be in this apparent chaos. Apparent chaos, we know that conversation has no structure, it is unpredictable, it is less formal. So the conversation analysts try to look for some order into a conversation. So conversation analysis is associated with ethnomethodologists. Ethnomethodologists are the people who are looking for any method in the conversation. They try to discover what methods people use to participate in and make sense of interaction. So they are looking for a method with which they can understand that when people enter into a discussion and when they make sense of the discussion or interaction they are involved in. So they try to see how participants in interaction handle conversation at local level from the beginning, how they judge who can speak and when. So this is very important. When people are engaged in a conversation, they have turn taking. So they talk, then stop, and then they talk. So when they are to talk and when they are to stop is very important for the conversation, because otherwise it won't be a conversation. If somebody is talking and others are listening, so it won't be called a conversation. So these methodologists are looking for, or they looked during their experiments for these things to judge, to see that how people judge when they can speak and when they can stop speaking. So they also tried the bottom-up approach to establish the smallest units first. So they started from the smallest unit, from the sound, from the word, from phrase, and they by and by they came up to the whole utterance. So this way they try to understand and try to analyze the conversation. They also tried to understand how it unfolds in time. So when people are engaged, how they unfold a topic in the conversation. So they made a lot of experiment by listening to the people who were engaged in conversations. They view discourse as a developing process rather than a finished product. That's very important. So after these experiments, these ethnomethodologists concluded that conversation is an ongoing process. No conversation is a finished product. It is rather a developing. The conversation develops to a topic. You cannot say that topic is finished. It's developing all the time in the conversation, and any conversation is not a finished product, because it is not like a formal communication in which there is a certain body of the conversation that has a introduction, a middle, and the conclusion. Unlike the formal talk, the informal talk, which is conversation, has a developing end to it, but not a finished end to it.